just now tuning in, hit the like, hit the subscribe, and hit that bell. GMS fam, the green room. Let's have a good start to the weekend. Yo, GMS fam, the green room, what's going on, y'all? Happy Friday. It is the weekend. Friday is here, and it's time for love and cheer. It's the holidays too, man. Y'all got y'all Christmas decorations up? Like some crazy folks already? How y'all feeling, man? What up, Brim Dog? What up, Ralph S? GMS fam, the green room, pull up on me. Spark your trees if you haven't already. Keep that green mind state, of course. You know, we start out every episode with positive energy, good vibes, hoping that you pass it forward just like I'm passing it forward to you. Hope everybody's reaching their goals, getting to the money. All that good shit. What up, C. Brooks? What up, Queen Kales? Arius, Baby G in the building. Literally in the building. The niggas in the other room. We have some shit to talk about. Few subjects that I'm gonna need y'all to participate in. Give me some of y'all ideas on what y'all feel these situations are about as well. It's just a few topics we got. Y'all doing good? Grits and Gravy in the building. I see you. What's up, y'all? Anthony Pritchett. Y'all smoking? Or y'all still gotta buy the trees, huh? Either way, I'm gonna smoke something for y'all for those that ain't got no trees to spark right now, man. You know we like to pass it along. Kid at Heart in the building. What's up, man? Look at you making it for a motherfucking a live stream, man. Thank you, brother. Shout out to everybody that's tuned in. Now, let's get to it. Jussie Smollett was found guilty of 5 out of 6 counts. Now, the 5 counts that he was found guilty of, disorderly conduct. Let's read it. Jussie Smollett has been convicted by a Chicago court on charges he staged a hate crime against himself in 2019. What a black man in America. And then lied to police about it. The actor was found guilty on 5 counts of disorderly conduct, the Associated Press and CNN report. Smollett was acquitted on another count of lying to detectives. Disorderly conduct is a class 4 felony that can carry a prison sentence up to 3 years. Sentencing will take place at a later date. So this is a bit, I mean, it's not confusing. He was convicted of basically lying, or he was convicted of disorderly conduct, but he wasn't convicted. He was acquitted of lying to a detective. This is very odd to me. This is why I wanted to speak about it. If it was just a straight up guilty and the nigga lied, okay, cool. But something about this doesn't make sense. And I want to be able to play something to so you guys can hear what's going on. It says Special Prosecutor Dan Webb, jury agreed with overwhelming evidence that Jussie Smollett lied. So did he lie about the attack? But how did he get acquitted for not lying to the detectives? But he's not. It's confusing. It's confusing. We have to read this shit. All right, we have to read into this shit. After Jussie Smollett, matter of fact, I'm gonna put this up here for y'all so y'all can see it too. For those that like to read. All right. Or should I play this audio actually? Actually, no, there's a commercial going on. I don't want to play that commercial. Fuck that commercial. What up, I Lacey, Samajin in the building. Pedro's thoughts. All right. I want to be able to play this audio of the chief detective, special prosecutor. We're gonna listen to the special prosecutor in a second once this fucking ad gets out the way. None of y'all told me how y'all was doing, man. How rude. I asked how y'all doing and don't nobody say shit. It's fucked up. I genuinely give a fuck. But anyway, listen to what special prosecutor has to say.
So, during my closing argument, I told the jury that I thought the evidence was overwhelming, that in fact Mr. Smollett had faked a hate crime and then lied to the police about it, and then compounded his crimes by lying to the jury during the course of this trial and insulting their intelligence. That's what I told the jury in my closing argument. With the resounding verdict we just received from this jury after 1 day of deliberations, in which they found Mr. Smollett guilty of virtually all charges of doing exactly what we said he did, of reporting a fake crime to the Chicago Police Department as a real crime. That verdict was a resounding message by the jury that, in fact, Mr. Smollett did exactly what we said he did. And what I think is important about this verdict is that a lot of you from Chicago know that it was a couple years ago when the court system came to me and wanted me to become special prosecutor because there was a feeling that things that had happened in the past, that there never was a public trial, and that this controversial events that occurred regarding Mr. Smollett and what he did to this city and what he did to the Chicago Police Department never had a chance to put it in front of a jury and let a jury decide, after hearing all the evidence, whether what Mr. Smollett was right or wrong, because it's very controversial. I agreed to do that because I felt it was also important for the Cook County judicial system to get a trial. Whether we won or lost the trial was not the issue. What was the issue is that what Mr. Smollett had done in this city should be aired in front of a public trial where all the evidence that comes out, all the talk on social media may or may not be true, but the true facts, I thought, needed to come out, and we did it. And we became special prosecutors, and the rest is history. We've now won this case, and I want to point out that there's an enormous effort was put in when I agreed to take the special prosecutor role. That meant that my law firm became special prosecutors, and the men and women around me right now in the last 2.5 years have worked so hard to develop the evidence, present it to a grand jury, go through a pandemic, wait to get a trial, which we wanted, and finally in the last 10 days, these lawyers have had a chance to present this evidence to a jury, and we've come away with the jury agreeing that they should have heard the case, and in fact he was guilty. Thank you very much. Questions?
Can you just confirm?
I'm still confused, man. I'm still fucking confused. All right, let's see. Why did they put this in here? Why did they put this in here? They said Smollett, who is black and gay. They just literally did, like, what? What? Who is black and gay, had told police he was attacked as he was walking home on Lower North Water Street around 2 a.m. on January 29th, 2019. He claimed two masked men, one of them also wearing a red hat, shouted racist and homophobic slurs as they beat him, put a noose around his neck, and poured a chemical on him. Police and prosecutors have said Smollett orchestrated it himself, paying two brothers, Abel and Ola Osundarejo, $3,500 to help stage the attack. Smollett said his attackers doused him in bleach and draped a rope resembling a noose around his neck. Abel and Ola were initially detained, suspected of carrying out the attack on Smollett, but in a turn of events, Smollett went from victim to suspect, charged with 6 counts of felony disorderly conduct for staging the attack and lying to police. Charges brought against Smollett by the Cook County State Attorney's Office were dropped 2 months after he was arrested. Webb was later assigned as special prosecutor, was assigned to look into the entire case after a judge found unprecedented irregularities in how Fox handled the case, specifically by handing it over to her second in command after announcing she had recused herself. In February 2020, a special Cook County grand jury returned a 6-count indictment accusing Smollett of lying to Chicago police. It was this indictment on which Smollett was tried. So, look, man, I don't know, and I'm being dead ass serious. I don't know what it is that this man lied about exactly, but if they're saying that he lied about the attack just in general, oh man, you out of here. You out of here. I don't know what that type of shit was. I don't know what that is. I don't know why people do that type of shit, or why they find comfort in it, or why they want that much attention to try to act like somebody just did them so wrong, or whatever the case may be. But it did come out in court that he was having a sexual relation with one of these guys. And he expressed this in court. Now, my thinking is that he was messing around with one of the brothers. The other brother might have got jealous because his brother was smashing on a celebrity or getting smashed. I don't know, whoever the top or bottom was. I don't know. That's not my business. But apparently he was smashing one of these guys. And it took a turn for the worse. Now, should he have done this? I can't say. I don't know. Did he really get attacked that night? I don't know. If anything, it was a domestic. If anything, it was a domestic. It wasn't a pinpointed racial or homophobic attack. It was a domestic. They fought each other over some other shit. It had to be. It had to be. But I guess apparently his lawyer, they're confident that they will win an appeal. They said that they will win an appeal because of the simple fact that he's 100% sure that his client is telling the truth about what happened. If they are undoubtedly sure about this man lying about what he did, it weirds me out that he was acquitted of lying to detectives. If the whole thing about him lying about this attack, like if the whole thing is surrounded around him lying about the attack, why is he being acquitted of lying to detectives? Those are the people he talked to about the attack. That's what doesn't make sense to me. That's what doesn't make sense to me. If anybody can enlighten me on how that's possible, you charge a man with 5 counts and then the one count that he doesn't get is the count of him lying to detectives. It's very weird. It's very weird and odd to me. I don't know. I can't say, but if anybody can give me some fucking clarity on that, I don't know. Ricky says, hear me out. Back in 2019, the city of Chicago wanted him to pay $130K in payroll and city fees. Now he found guilty. He only had to pay $25K, and I bet he just getting probation. He knew he lied, but this might be the cheapest way out. Okay, Ricky might have a theory. Let me hear some of y'all. What y'all think? Let me hear that. We're going to go into the next subject, man. We're going to go into the next subject because this shit is bizarre, and I want y'all to see it. I need y'all to see it. So, hold on, let me see. Hold on. He said, Lacey said he fell for the banana in the tailpipe. Dirk Chocolate said, if you follow the trial, there's text messages that shows the attack was Jussie's idea. Oh, wow. What up, Eternal? Damn. I do remember that, though. I do remember that. That was part of the evidence. But it's so weird. Like, why would they acquit him of lying to detectives? But he lied about everything, but he's charged and guilty of everything else. It just doesn't make sense. The courtroom is weird. He said, what can you prove in the court of law? I don't know. I honestly don't know. He said, poor little Juicy. All right, look. We have to get to this, man. So, y'all know about model and I guess what you can call social media influencer, baby mother of a Kardashian, Blac Chyna. So Blac Chyna recently has been put into the trending topics because video surfaced of a frightened white girl trying to leave her room, rushing out and crying, and just it didn't look good because anytime somebody white is crying around any people of color, it's automatically their fault. Now, I don't know Blac Chyna. Blac Chyna seems a little loose with the screws. She also doesn't seem like she also seems very aggressive. Very aggressive. If you've seen any type of video of her interacting with anybody, she's a very aggressive person. She's been in headlines for just being an aggressive and violent person all the time. So there's video that surfaced of this girl who I guess was in Blac Chyna's room, and apparently Blac Chyna was holding her against her will. Here is the video of what happened the moment this girl walked out the room. Here we go. Hold on, let me fix my sound. 1 second, give me 2 seconds. There we go. Yeah, we good. All right, listen up.
Come on, Jen, let's go.
Come on. Yeah, and you're gonna stand outside.
No, we're not standing nowhere, we're leaving. You crazy? Nah, that's crazy. She's crying.
Bro, don't do all that. Don't do that extra shit, bro. Don't do that.
Whatever, my. I'm so sorry, Jennifer. Come on, baby. It's not your fault.
Sorry.
It's not you. It's you didn't do this. She did this. I'm not going in there. Her. I wanted to kick the door in.
Bro, I just had to.
You see that?
Time out. First of all, don't yell at me. I was very respectful.
Okay, cool. I'm not going to
I
yell.
just came to help you out. You doing all this extra for me.
All right. Got you. I'm sorry. I apologize.
We'll leave. I'm going.
No.
I don't want any deal. I don't want anything to do with her. I'm sorry, sis. I'm sorry. It's wrong. So I can't run in.
Don't worry about it. We don't have a key, so I don't know.
I don't even know one foot.
Come here.
That girl sounds fucked up too. Let's keep it real. She sounds like she's fucked up.
I'm so sorry.
not you, Jennifer. It's not your fault.
She's so
He's high on cocaine and crazy.
She was telling me I was so rude.
I'm sorry you experienced that, baby. I'm so sorry. You did nothing wrong. She tried to tell us all to shut up and she's gonna kick everybody's ass. I said, you ain't kicking nobody's ass who I came with. And then that made her kick me out the room. You're not gonna disrespect me? And then you kept my friend in the room? Nah, this.
Nigga on camera doing all this, setting up the story before anybody else hears about it because he knows that this is going to be the video that goes viral first. And that's just me being honest. Now, like I said, I don't know what the fuck happened. If anything, like I said, Blac Chyna's track record shows that she's very fucking aggressive. So I don't put it past her to say some shit like that. You know what I'm saying? I don't put it past her to treat people a certain type of way. But I also don't put it past regular individuals who get a chance to be around certain individuals to find the opportunity to go viral for some shit. What you did was put your drunk ass friend on camera to display how fucked up she was. Then we gonna get another story. We probably gonna get another story from Blac Chyna and her whoever runs with her shit. We probably gonna get another story about what the fuck happened. I don't really give a fuck what happened. This is why I'm talking about this shit. People gotta understand these celebrities are weird as fuck. These celebrities are weird. For one, what are you hanging out with random individuals for? What are you hanging out with random individuals for? Hang out with friends. Hang out with people you know. That is the rest. That is like the first step to the recipe of having somebody try to do some shit to fuck you over. Throwing a party and having random people come. If I was a celebrity at any capacity, you are not a random person coming around anything that I'm putting together. I will go to some shit. I'll pull up to a party or some shit because at that time, that's not my shit. Whatever happens there, it happens on the person that has the party. But if I'm having anything, get together, and then on top of that, they in a hotel. They not like in a venue. They not at the club nowhere. They're in a hotel. Why are these random people in your hotel, Blac Chyna? What are you out here doing? What kind of party is this too? Blac Chyna looks like she's in a robe. Look like she ready to go to bed. She got a bonnet on her head. What type of fucking party is this? I know what type of party this is. It's very clear. Blac Chyna don't really have on no makeup, has on a bonnet. She got on a fucking house robe. Them niggas in there are going skiing. And I ain't talking about on snow. That was a different type of party. Think about it. Let's go back to his story. Let's go back to this guy's story. Let's listen to what he said happened. What did he say?
You did nothing wrong. She tried to tell us all to shut up and she's gonna kick everybody's ass. I said, you ain't kicking nobody's ass who I came with. And then that made her kick me out the room. You're not gonna disrespect me? And then you kept my friend in the room? Nah, this. Ain't no way that's right.
Ain't no way that's right. Why would Blac Chyna just stand up and, you know, say, I'm gonna fuck y'all up? Let me tell you something I learned from life and from people that like to play victim or try to look like the victim first. Pay attention to this, and you'll know it. You'll know it as soon as I say it. You'll be like, oh yeah, you're right. When people start a story at a random, aggressive part to start the story, to start it, that's how you know they're trying to get out in front of something, and that's how you know they're trying to avoid how it actually began. Yes, like I just acknowledged, I don't think Blac Chyna's all the way up there with the screws. I think she has a few screws loose. I think she has an anger problem. I think she's very fucking disrespectful. And this is just from shit that I've seen. That's it. I don't know her. I don't know her in real life and what she does behind closed doors. All I know is how she fucking presents herself to the world, because that's what she subjected herself to. She seems like a very fucking ignorant individual. She seems like she's very fucking disrespectful. And she seems like a violent motherfucker. But just because that's who you are or who you put yourself out there to be doesn't excuse anybody else's intentions either. Other people have agendas. What happened before Blac Chyna stood the fuck up and said she was going to beat your ass? We know that she'll go 0 to 100 in a second, but sometimes I will say, just to give her the benefit of the doubt, there's usually a confrontation happening. What up, Binky? There's usually a confrontation happening in the midst of things. So whether she started out the confrontation or not, there's something that transpired to get her to wild the fuck out, which we've seen on camera, those who have seen that type of shit from her. So something had to happen beforehand for her to just be like, I'm going to beat y'all ass. Unless she blacked the fuck out and was drugged or drugged out and drunk as hell or some shit, and she just stood the fuck up and saw the two random people that she had in her hotel room and was like, I'll beat y'all ass. What y'all doing in here? Something had to happen before then. And I would love to know. I would love to know. Also, I need y'all to pay attention to something. I'm going to play this video over again. Because when I say that some people have agendas and some people try to get out in front of things, it seems that way. You got to hear the response in one of the people that was in the room. There was a guy that was in the room who was responding to the person that was taking this video. Listen to how their back and forth went. This is when he decided to start recording. And anytime somebody starts recording, they're making sure, and they know they're recording. They press record. They consciously took their phone out and started to record. They know it. And as you can see on the right, you see Blac Chyna putting up the peace sign, smiling, as if like she knew like this dude was finna start recording and doing some shit. Now, listen to the back and forth. What up, Lukey?
Come on, Jen, let's go.
Come on. Yeah, and you're gonna stand outside.
No, we're not standing nowhere, we're leaving. You crazy? Nah, that's crazy. She's crying.
Bro, shit, don't do all that. Don't do that extra shit, bro. Don't do that.
Whatever, my. I'm so sorry, Jennifer. Come on, baby. It's not your fault. It's not you. You didn't do this. She did this. I'm not going in there. Her. I wanted to kick the door in.
Bro, I just had to.
You see that?
Time out. First of all, don't yell at me. I was very respectful.
Okay, cool. I'm not going to
I
yell.
just came to help you out. You doing all this extra stuff for me.
All right. Got you. I'm sorry. I apologize.
We'll leave. I'm going.
Now,
So their interaction, like the dude who came up to them and was like, bro, don't do all that. He said, I came up here to help y'all. Why? So if a person that you asked to come help you do something came to help you do something and you still got on camera to start yelling and doing all the extra shit, it seems like you're trying to make a moment out of something. And this girl, first of all, who was apparently being held against her will when they opened the door, she walked out. Matter of fact, Blac Chyna pushed her out. That didn't seem like a person that wanted to keep somebody in the room. Also, like I said, of course, more story would come out. And, of course, some people on her side have spoken. And they said that this particular girl was drunk and trying to drive home. And Blac Chyna wasn't trying to let her drive home. Now, whatever happened between Chyna and the dude that had the phone and taking the video, that's neither here nor there, because apparently she's under investigation for holding somebody against their will. Now, if you're gonna say somebody held somebody against their will, your best evidence can't be a video of her opening the door and pushing the girl out as if she didn't want to have her there. So I don't know. I don't know what this situation is. Of course, more details are gonna surface from this. We're gonna find out more about what actually happened with this situation at some point. I'm probably not gonna cover this more because I only had one point to make about this. Stop having random motherfuckers hang out around you. That's how stupid shit happens in the first place with these celebrities, having random people around you. I don't even give a shit about Blac Chyna. I think, like I just said, I think Blac Chyna is a very repulsive individual, but I also understand that there are people out there that like to be sneaky and like to do extra shit and like to do wild shit, knowing that they random motherfuckers and don't know this person, but still go to their hotel room because it's who they are. The notoriety brought these two individuals in the room, and then you get mad when the person that you don't know spazzes the fuck out. Nah, nigga, leave. Get out. We don't know you. So that's just how it is. Grits and Gravy said, I saw someone mention earlier in here that she's going to lose her child, and I agree. The Kardashians are going to end up with Dream. Yeah, if it comes out that she actually held this girl against her will, if there's actual evidence that comes out that she was doing that, yeah, she puts herself out there way too much as being somebody who is not necessarily financially unstable. She's not financially unstable, but she's probably mentally unstable, too mentally unstable to really pay attention or care for a child, in my opinion. People that and I'm not even talking about just her in particular. I'm talking about people like her as well. The people that care a lot about public opinion and social media and wanting to be the person that's out here doing the social media influencer shit. I think people that have kids who are trying to be social media influencers care more about that aspect of life than they do trying to raise their child, which is why you see somebody like Brittany Renner out here doing the shit that she's doing. She will take digs or, try to do something on social media with weird captions and trying to throw shade at her baby dad because of the simple fact she cares more about public opinion and trying to maintain this weird ass thought image, or like this I don't give a fuck and I'm gonna do what I want to do and I'm a be free and you can't own me type shit, when it's really just, hey, I just want to be a hoe, let me be a hoe. That's what I don't get too. Like, if you want to be a hoe, be a hoe. Of course, there's going to be people that judge you for it because there's people that can't, get over the fact that people are just hoes. But for the most part, a lot of people don't give a shit. They really don't. Be a hoe if you want. You don't have to disguise it. You don't have to make it some type of women empowerment thing. There's nothing empowering about wanting to be a hoe. There's nothing empowering about that. I don't give a fuck what anybody says. There's nothing empowering about that. It's just a choice. That's literally a choice in life. The slut walk. Come on, man. Get that shit out of here. If you want to be a hoe, be a hoe. It's like nobody gives a shit. The internet is going to drag you for that shit. Not in real life. I bet you right now, Brittany Renner can tell you about more about people that have said shit about her on the internet than people saying these same type of things on the internet to her in person. These people don't do that because people really don't care. The internet is the place where people go and judge people because they want to get away from their fucked up lives. I think people need to continue to understand that. Like, I think some people think that they even get to me in comments when they say stuff in the comments, but they don't understand that I don't approach this social media shit looking at it as, oh, this shit is going to affect my life as far as when it comes to reading comments. Because 9 times out of 10, these people on the internet do not say these things to these people. People are really scared in real life, and we all know this. We know this. But people will let social media affect them to the point where they will get thrown off they fucking square. Nah, don't get thrown off your square, man. That's why that's why the term social media influencer is wild to me, because the fact that we even need people to influence motherfuckers on the internet for doing absolutely nothing. You know what a social media influencer is? That's the motherfucker that's on Instagram collecting likes because they're out on vacation somewhere by the ocean taking HD quality fucking 1080p 4K type motherfucking pictures, and you know what I'm saying, looking like they living a life. These people imagine that. There's nothing more white privilege than that. I'm sorry, I have to say it, but there's nothing more white privilege than that, to get paid to travel and to look like you're living the life. That's how social media influencers got started. We can't act like it was a black. That's not a black thing. Of course, there are black social media influencers out there, but that's not something that was started by us. That was started by social media. The people that run social media, they in the fact that, and not even that. Matter of fact, take the race out of it. This is a social thing. It's social shit. This is like how people have been programmed to believe that they need to, like, they look at people on the internet and they want to live the same life as them. They see somebody out there in a fucking living their life on the beach somewhere in a fucking what do you call them, in one of those what goddamn gazebos, or what do you call them? A villa. Niggas be in villas. And people be sitting up there searching through the internet, looking through they search page on Instagram like, damn, I wish I was there. And these people get paid to travel around to kick it at hotels and different resorts and shit. But then you have to think to yourself, what are these people really contributing? What are you really jealous of these people? I had to tell this to somebody the other day. What are you really jealous of these people for? What do they contribute to society? What do they really do? What are they really influencing? What are their talents? Are they changing the world in any type of way? This smoke and mirrors, man. A lot of people don't understand that. And I don't even know how we got on this subject while we talking about Blac Chyna, but just social media influencers, man. That shit's not real to me, and I don't subscribe to it. I don't subscribe to it. We not doing the social media influencer shit over here, y'all. That's all I'm saying. Now, let's move along, man. We got to move over to this subject, man. It's gonna be a little sad, but we do got to talk about it. Compton's own, man. Shout out and rest in peace to Slim400, 400 ENT, YG's artist, if you may, if that's where you've seen him from. But Slim400 was shot and killed in LA a few nights ago, and more details have been surfacing just recently. I believe it was yesterday or probably early this morning. They got video of the shooting. It got caught on a Ring camera, and it shows what happened to Slim400, and it looked like an apparent robbery. Somebody walked up on him with a rifle, said something to him, and then immediately shot, and then tried to grab, I believe he had a satchel or a bag or something that was strapped on him, and dude was trying to grab it and ended up dragging Slim across the grass, still shooting, kept shooting him, and ultimately ended up killing him. This is it's crazy because just previously in 2019, Slim400 was the victim of a shooting, and he got shot 9 times. He survived that shooting, and it was a wild moment for him and his conglomerate. And it continues to be sad because you keep thinking about these people's family. You know, Slim had a daughter. I don't know if he had any other kids, but I know for a fact he had a daughter. And you know, senseless shit like this, you can always talk about how it's you know, it was senseless, it was unneeded, it was stupid, it was like, why are these people killing each other? But then you have to go back to talk about the gang violence that really is out here plaguing us, man. People that are out here, you know, trying to make a living doing something else, but still have one foot in the street, one foot out. You know what I'm saying? And certain things catch up to them later on in life, whatever it is. And, you know, of course, it's not that they deserve it, or we don't know if they deserve it or not, but it for the most part, you know, people really don't deserve it, man. And people's lives get cut short due to whatever the case may be. And it's just sad overall, man. And I you know, I pray for, you know, his family. Condolences to them, you know what I'm saying? Condolences and prayers out to YG and the whole 400 family. Just a sad situation, man. And I would play the video, but y'all know I don't play any graphic shit over here. That's not what we do. But there was video of the aftermath and somebody kind of speaking about it who was on the block.
Manchester, in the city of Inglewood, and this yellow tape. The police are out. They got tape everywhere. And they say this is where Slim400 got killed. However, there's only like 2 people out on their grass, 3 people at the other corner, and nobody here. I'm sure his family know by now. It's in between 88th Street and the alley. Nobody out here but the police. So this ain't the alley I was thinking about. The alley I was thinking about was on the other side of the street by the laundromat. A few people hang out there. This is behind the cleaners. And man, they say Slim400 is dead. That's what I've been told. I see the yellow tape right there, so he's in between them 2 yellow tapes. There's a car right there. I can't see what kind of car it is. But I don't know.
So it said 7th in Manchester, which is in Inglewood, the city of Inglewood, in between 88th Street is the location where Slim400 was shot and killed. This area is going through a bad beef between the Rolling 60s and 8 Trey gangsters, Inglewood family. No known motives yet for the shooting. Of course, people are going to, you know, equate it or try to bring it to it was something that had to do with the streets. But like I said, man, at the end of the day, none of this shit needs to be happening, man. I feel like a lot of us need to get out of that mentality, man, of thinking that these streets is something that we need to glorify or something that we need to be a part of mentally. You can control where you live, you know, a lot of the times, but if you are in a situation where you do live in poverty around people that, whatever the case may be, man, there's a certain way to go about shit, man. And I wish that we didn't have to look at each other as enemies, and I wish that we didn't have to go through all the shit that we go through as a conglomerate, man, because it still affects us, whether you live there or not. It still affects you, man, if you care about black people as a whole. You know what I'm saying? And you care about us changing our mentality as a whole. You know what I'm saying? It hits you different. And it's sad to see another young talented brother get killed in his hometown, and shit just don't stop, man. And another eerie part about it was his last post, man. If anybody's seen it, his last Instagram story post was him posting up a song with him and Young Dolph. And the song's artwork just so happened to be a tombstone with both Slim400 and Young Dolph's name on it. And this was a song that they did together. And it was very, very eerie, very weird that was his last post right before he died. And certain weird signs like that, man, it's crazy how that shit lines up. You know what I'm saying? How crazy the universe is. We've seen it a lot with different artists, you know what I'm saying, their last post before something tragic happens to them, you know what I'm saying, something out of their control. You know what I'm saying? I'm not even talking about somebody that posts something that's about to do something harmful to themselves. I'm talking about people that had no idea that it was going to be their last day on earth, and they said something that kind of pointed towards their demise. You know what I'm saying? Or hinted towards their demise. You know, it's crazy shit. But, you know, at the end of the day, man, rest in peace, Slim400. And rest in peace to everybody that lost their lives this year, man. It was a lot. There was a lot of shit going on, and it's a surge in robberies and home invasions and shit going on in different areas. You know what I'm saying? L.A., motherfucking Atlanta, you know, just different places across the country, man. So make sure you protect yourself. Make sure you protect your family. Make sure you hold yourself down, man. For real. There's a lot of shit going on in the world, man, and I want to make sure that y'all stay safe out there. Now, let's talk about this real quick. Let me talk about this. Kanye and Drake had their Free Larry Hoover benefit concert. And basically they streamed it on Amazon Prime Video and IMAX theaters across the U.S. In attempts to raise awareness for Larry Hoover's incarceration and garner support for prison and sentencing reform. Hoover, the co-founder of Gangster Disciples, or GDs, is currently serving 6 life sentences after being found guilty in 1997 of multiple charges, including murder, extortion, and money laundering. Keep it here for all the updates and reactions. Now, whether or not Larry Hoover is a reformed gang member, I think that it is extremely odd that in the new laws that were created to release certain individuals who are incarcerated in prison, a few individuals who were part of his case got released, but he didn't. And the reasoning behind why he didn't really is irrelevant due to the fact that these new laws that are put in place qualify him to be released. I don't think he would be a danger to society. We talking about somebody who was moving back in, back in the days. It's different now. The drug game is different. These people out here, these young niggas don't respect Larry Hoover like that. Can we keep it real? And that's no disrespect to Larry Hoover at all. That's just what it is. These young motherfuckers, they have no respect for shit. They not sitting here waiting for his release. They not finna be out here following his lead. They not finna take orders from this guy. So I don't understand why having him in prison still is like so important to that judge. I don't know why. If anybody can enlighten me, I know I got some very intelligent people in my chat. If anybody can enlighten me as to why Larry Hoover has not been released from prison, let me know. I mean, it may have something to do with 6 life sentences, but like I said, some laws have changed since then. And since then, some people have been released who are directly involved with his case. He said Hoover not a danger at all. Yeah, no, he's not. Trauma said they don't even know who he is. Exactly. None of these people are doing their homework. None of these people are sitting there with, like I said, they not sitting there waiting on his release. The hood ain't stopped nothing. The GDs ain't stopped growing since Larry Hoover got locked up. These people really don't give a fuck. Grits and Gravy said Larry's saying they need to chill on all this newfound publicity because he thinks it will only hurt his chances of getting out. That makes sense. Like I literally just got done talking about how they didn't stop growing. That shit's still growing, and motherfuckers still rep that shit and still be heavy in the shit. And they continue to look at that as him being a co-founder of that gang. And the fact that it's continuing to expand, they're going to continue to look at him as the reason why a lot of shit is going on in certain areas. Which, to a certain extent, is unfair. Yeah, you can call him a co-founder or something, but you're not going to sit here and blame him for people willingly joining something and willingly making choices to bring destruction to these neighborhoods. You still have a choice at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? And he wanted to get out to try to help reform those while he had a chance, while people still had a certain level of respect. I think thanks to Kanye and now thanks to Drake that they're putting more of a word out there. I think that a lot more people will find a respect for Larry Hoover to the point where he could possibly try to make some type of change within a certain amount of individuals who followed that lead that he created, that he co-founded. But I don't think it's going to really make that much of a dent. The mental game behind this is way too strong for a single individual, no matter if he was a co-founder or the person or the CEO of the Gangsta Disciples. It wouldn't matter. I think people are way too far gone in certain instances to want to turn back. And of course, we've had that conversation on this channel before about how there are some people who want to make a change, who want to do something different, who don't want to be involved in the street life, who don't want to do this shit, who are scared to die, who are scared to get led down a slippery slope. But there's also the people who are lost to the cause. And those are the type of people who will look at a Larry Hoover and disrespect Larry Hoover just because they don't give a fuck. Now, I don't have no type of loyalty to Larry. I don't follow none of that shit. I'm in no gang. I'm part of GMS, motherfucker. Green Mind State. But I have common sense enough to know respect. And I know a lot of these young niggas don't have that. Seabrook said he was convicted of murder, right? Is there any evidence to suggest he didn't do it? I don't know. Ricky McDonald said, I think he might have information on some high-ranking people being released can probably jeopardize someone else's legacy. See Ricky out here with the thoughts, man. I fuck with you, Ricky. Ricky out here, he giving us examples of what could possibly be in the realm of possibilities. You feel me? I wouldn't know. I wouldn't know why they are or what the importance is. But at this point, it looks like Larry Hoover isn't. I don't think he's gonna be getting out, and I don't think there's anything that Kanye can do to do that. I understand too also their approach at this, especially them becoming cool right before this concert happened and trying to show like that they can have some type of camaraderie. They can bury a feud and show that people can change and people can make progress and want to be positive. And I think that kind of was a way to show the judicial system that to try to be in favor of Larry Hoover, but I really don't think anything's gonna happen from that. I don't think he's gonna be getting out. But yeah, and that's kind of sad. But hey, you know, that's life. That's kind of you can kind of tell that they are not they are too keen on getting this man out, bro. But you know, I hope and pray for the best, man. You know, I'm hoping and praying for the best for him and his family, man. His son has been going hard, trying to do what he can to reform and spread awareness about his father's situation. And you know, you gotta admire that, man. You gotta respect that. So with that said, for those who are in here right now, 2 things. First things first, make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you hit the subscribe. Make sure you hit the bell, that little bell on the side, so that you get the notifications for when I go live and do the show. I will be following everybody back who follows me on my socials. Hit the Cash App today if you are feeling generous. Number 2, if you did not participate in the chat, now is your time. Put a GMS in the chat. I'm going to shout everybody out. Make sure you pull up, though, tonight, 8 p.m. You already know it's Friday, so we will be doing the 3Gs podcast. Make sure you go to the 3Gs podcast and subscribe, and make sure you hit the bell over there, and make sure you pull up tonight at 8 p.m. We got a show for y'all, man. We got a nice little show for y'all. Make sure y'all pull up. It's always great over there at the 3Gs podcast. Put a GMS in the comments right now. GMS fam, the green room. We finna skedaddle. We finished skedaddle. Roll up another one. And eat some grapes. Yeah! We only acknowledge one Lil John around here. Shout out to Pedro Lee. The niggas, his slogan is ha. That's all he says. Ha. H-A. Ha. Shout out to Arius, Baby G, King, Lukey, C-Mo in the building. Raspberries Premium Denim. Hey. Binky Bianca in the building. Y'all know we finna be in a new studio, man. We gonna be in a new studio, man, recording this show. Up in the production, making this platform bigger. So make sure y'all stick with me and make sure you share these videos as well. What up, Ralph S? Ralph Neal in the building. My guy Zen Master, Kid at Heart, Grits and Gravy, Thislamic, Trauma. I really appreciate y'all for real. Black Man America. Shout out to the day ones. Shout out to the habitual pull-uppers. The habitual pull-uppers. Yeah. Hit that rewind. Hit that link too in the description, man. You'll find all my links, man, to GMS Beats, GMS Shop, so you can go and cop some merch. The gaming channel, all that shit, man. Make sure you support GMS. Y'all continue to pull up every single time we go live, man. I appreciate y'all so much, GMS fam. The green room. We out.